So guys, we just got back from Vegas. We were out there at the commercial UAV conference. For us, it was more networking. Yep. Maybe looking for a few different products, but personally, myself, I didn't even see anything that I thought was that cool.
No, there was a couple drones there, that like the one power watching one.
Yeah, but me and Kevin seen that in China. Not that.
The $100,000 cellular search and rescue device was cool.
Way overpriced.
Way overpriced.
But not affordable.
But it was priced for government. Yep. We have Jason with us. If this is the first time you guys are listening to us, I'm Mike. We got Kevin and Jason. Yeah, we're the three guys behind the HLA drones, NuWay Ag and Drone Recovery. But I asked Jay if he would join us this morning to hop in on talking not only about this DJI drone ban, but part 108. We'll get into that because in the beginning, me and Kevin addressed part 108, and when it first came out, we're all excited. It's part 108. It's going to help us, and it's going to be BVLOS.
It's good just to see progress. Like,
well, yeah, it is.
It's like they're doing something.
They are doing something.
First look, it's like, wow, this is going to be great.
Yeah. So first look is not what the real look is.
Yeah.
Yep. So the $100,000 product that impressed you? That was about the
yeah.
cool.
I think. No, I think it's cool because you put this little box on an M350 or 400 or a similar size drone. You fly it around, and the person lost in the wilderness with no cell phone signal connects to that box, and through the software embedded with that box, you can see where they're at. And the more you fly, the more accurate it gets until finally you have a little circle within 100 feet of where that cell phone is.
Yeah, it's super cool technology.
But it does you no good if the cell phone is dead.
Yep.
Or if it's on airplane mode.
Oh, yeah. He did say that.
It has to be searching for...
Yeah, if it's searching for signal, it'll connect to that thing automatically.
Yeah.
Because it thinks it's like a Verizon tower or an AT&T tower or whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, that was something new that we saw at the show. A lot of the stuff that's there, it's not new. It's just like there's heavy lift drones. I was surprised that there's so many companies making heavy lift drones that've been making them for a while and selling them to U.S. consumers. $70,000 gets you a heavy lift drone that can lift.
Was it 250?
250 pounds.
250 pounds. But it looks clunky. It does not fold up. It's huge. Dude, did you see it? It was 3D printed.
Parts. It was kind of janky. It had zip ties on it. And
there's no way. I told Jay there is no way that was their final model.
There was the one agricultural drone that was there.
Had
was
duct tape. It had electrical tape on the arm.
That broke accidentally.
It probably broke at the show, right? They have more than just that one sample, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would hope.
We'll believe
but even that thing just looked ancient. Like it just did not look. If you look at a DJI drone and you look at that, it's like, oh my gosh, that thing's 5 years old.
I feel if we would compare it to what the China UAV Expo is over there, this is like just a tiny blip compared to what their facility was like.
Size.
And the size and then the technology. I definitely feel like we're not there yet. No, I mean, we all know we're not there yet, but I mean, what are you going to do? Did I don't know if I said it on the podcast already. I was talking to the New York Times here a little bit ago, and I was told there's a drone manufacturer out there, and I talked to him about cameras. Because my thing is with drone recovery, we use cameras a lot. It's about a high quality image so I can see what it is that I'm looking at. I just don't want to see an RGB image and try to figure out, is it a deer or is it a coon or something? I want to clearly know what it is. And I asked him, I was like, why don't you guys like build better cameras? Like, let's just build better cameras. We can build a drone that somewhat flies, but build a better camera. And his reply was, we can't make it that good, so why even try?
We can't make it close to that good, so why even try?
How'd that make you feel?
That's pretty pathetic.
I'd said that to the guy that was flying next to last night on the way back, and he's like, that is so typical U.S. manufacturing.
So they can't make it as good, so let's just ban the good products so that we have to use the crappy products.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it's a good strategy, though. I mean, like, how else are you going to get somebody to use your crappy products?
But it's bad for the industry as a whole.
Oh,
like
it's horrible.
Everything.
Horrible. Yep.
Oh, tell him the drone used in the inauguration.
So So it was funny because DJI drones are a threat to national security, and yet they use DJI the detectors and disruptors, over people of interest. And then we just heard at the convention that basically we heard that there was drones that needed to be fixed in order to be airworthy because they had to fly security at the
DJI drones had to be. The police department contacted DJI or something like that
to get expedited, fix it overnight
because they needed to use it at Trump's inauguration.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, the lady just said that was interviewing me. She's like, it's not that. It's what's the name? Capital.
Venture capitalists.
Venture capitalists.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because you see, even the White House press secretary, you see the mic that they're wearing. It's a freaking DJI mic. It's like, how does this make any sense?
Yes.
That is so true. So we're talking about it. Let's get right into the ban because there's so much misinformation out there.
There's a lot of misinformation.
A lot of misinformation out there. We've talked about it in the past, but it's such a hot topic. I feel like there's a lot of fear mongering. I don't even know what the exact definition is of that, but I feel like it's just instill fear. So you try to make irrational thoughts of what you should buy.
Yep.
So Kevin wrote a blog. Great blog. Check it out. By the time you're listening to this or watching this, there's going to be a whole blog either in this description of this video or podcast, but really good.
Well, yeah, because what happens is at the show, right? We heard somebody say, "Oh, the potential ban is going to go through," and while it may go through, most of the misunderstanding people have is what will happen if it goes through on December 23rd. If the DJI actually is banned, this guy, right, at the show was saying they're going to fall out of the sky. They're going to push a software update that will brick everything.
Push a software update. Why would DJI? Think about this. Why would the company DJI push a software update that will brick all of their products?
Nothing makes any sense.
No sense.
And when you pushed him, it was okay, you actually believe this? You're being serious. He just did the gaslighting thing where he's like, you actually think, you're looking at me, you're thinking that a T-50 is going to fly after December 23rd. You actually think that. And then when you said, well, that's what I think. He's like, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's what he did. Okay, so again, by the time you're listening to this, we'll have a video of me using a Huawei phone, a banned phone in the United States. Not that phone is not banned. New technology for that phone. Actually, educate them first. Because
so the best way to demonstrate what's going to happen to DJI is to look at what happened to Huawei.
Yep.
They were banned in 2019.
Why were they banned?
They were banned because the thought was that they are the biggest China telecoms company and there's a potential security threat. Their technology is in our phones and it's in our cellular towers. So if China wants to eavesdrop on us, they're doing it through Huawei, right? Private company, but it's a Chinese company. Ban them. They were the biggest Chinese telecoms company in the world at that point. So let's ban them. And what that means is that the FCC no longer will give them certifications for newer equipment. And DJI will have the exact same thing. But what happens?
All older phones.
All phones that had FCC certifications are unaffected.
Yep.
To the point that today, and actually if you go to click on the link in the description, you can see this. We can pick up a Huawei phone 7 years after it's been banned and call people on it.
Yep.
Because that stuff ain't banned.
Yeah, and we bought it too.
Yep.
We didn't own the Huawei phone,
Right.
We physically had to buy it. You bought it.
Just bought it yesterday.
And
it's coming Monday.
Nothing illegal about it.
No.
Nothing illegal about it.
Because it's not banned. Because all that was banned is the company's ability to get new certifications.
Yep.
Impact on existing devices.
Any existing device, you're going to still be able to use it. You're still going to be able to update it.
No, yes. Sorry, I misspoke. Not ban on existing devices.
No.
It would be future devices.
Future devices. Yep. And like the guy that we spoke to at the convention, in fairness to him, he's selling a competing American-made product.
It doesn't really compete, but yeah, go ahead.
And so... Well,
you like that, Landon?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so I mean, what are they?
All I hear in the back of my is you laughing.
I know. It's funny.
Okay, it's like the new South Korea or the Japanese brand. So the Matrice 4T equivalent, except crappier and not as good. You said it looked like Legos, kind of.
Oh no! What is that thing called?
ACS or something like that.
Dude, that thing is they're talking about it because it's like this thermal drone that is NDAA compliant.
Yep.
Yeah, basically, police departments can use
I'm
it.
telling you, when I seen the thing the very first time, I thought it was a Lego. Like they just like stuck it together. It looks like a Lego. And then the camera's bad. Go ahead.
The camera is bad, but what's cool is that it has interchangeable like camera payloads.
It's cool, but Matrice 400 does the same thing.
So with that drone, I asked the guy, the sales rep, it's like, okay, why would I choose to buy this over like maybe the DJI equivalent to the Matrice 4T or something like that? He said, well, if you can't get it and you need it to be NDAA for government work, you'd have to buy this.
Yeah, government work.
But if you're the CIA or FBI or, like if you're a contractor, you might need to do NDAA. But, sketchy stuff is happening in the government where police forces and other federal, they're paying for education, a 2-day education course. They might pay $20,000 for that, and the DJI drone is free.
Oh, yeah,
that stuff is happening. You can't use federal money to buy a DJI drone, but you can use federal money for education.
Go back to what that guy said, though.
Anyway, yeah, he said, well, the $22,000 drone is a great option if you can't use a DJI product. That would have cost $9,000.
Yeah. He said if you can use a DJI drone, use it. Like that was the other manufacturer.
sales guy.
Yes, the sales guy.
Yeah. Yep.
And you don't blame him.
No.
I mean, it's...
Well, the thing is, the drone is $22,000. It is not IP rated. The camera quality is not even close to what DJI's is.
Yeah.
The remote...
You know what the drone reminds me of? Not necessarily the drone, but the image that you're looking at is exactly or worse than the first original drone, thermal drone that I bought, which was a DJI Dual, I think is what they called it. Yep.
I never even heard of that drone.
Well, it's the first one that I ever had.
Before the Mavic.
And it was $8,000. It was $8,000, not $22,000. It was $8,000, and that was 4 years ago. Yep. And so that drone reminds me of that. Mm-hmm. So technically on the spectrum of quality, I think in that space we're 4 to 5 years behind the quality that DJI
and 4 to
produces.
5 times the price.
Fact.
Yep. 3 times the price.
And it's 3 times the price because they're trying to sell it to
governments.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Because he would tell us if you're not doing government work, then use a DJI drone because it's better.
Yeah. The other piece of misinformation that I was shocked to hear people actually believe this, it's shocking to me, is that an FCC ban that prevents future DJI products will make it difficult or impossible to get parts for existing DJI drones.
Makes no sense.
Absolute stupid. It's stupidity. But like people actually believe it, or at least that guy is telling people that because
it's because people believe it because people tell them that.
And people tell them that because they need to sell American-made drones. Let's be honest. That's why they say that.
Okay, Kevin. So you think that NuWay Ag drone day recovery will not have any problem after December 23rd sourcing parts for T50s, T40s, T30s, T100s for how many years?
I think I would phrase it by saying the FCC ban may have any effect whatsoever on difficulty of importing parts.
Well, that's awesome.
No effect whatsoever. DJI is like, we all know this is political, so DJI is fighting another battle on the Forced Labor Act.
Because they're going to ask you that, Kevin. Well, why is there a shortage of parts right now?
And that's a great question.
We'll get into that later. But this is specifically on the ban that's written for the new equipment that DJI would want to bring into. I'm going to say one more thing. There was this talk that they just won't connect anymore because he's trying to compare it to the Huawei phone. Well, the Huawei phone doesn't connect anymore. BS. I have a Huawei phone, not right now in my hand, but we will have it on Monday. A Huawei phone, and it connects to the to the cell towers.
And it's not like you can everywhere over the country you can ban these like radio frequencies.
It's like, remote to the drone.
That's what I told him. That's what I told him. Okay, I can maybe see that they could have done it with a phone, but they're not going to do it with a radio. There's a reason that ham radios still exist. Ham radios can talk to people all the way over on the other side of the world with a radio frequency. It's very hard to cut off a radio frequency unless you jammers or something like that. I mean, imagine they'd have to go out and put all these kinds of jammers out and only jam that frequency, but that's not going to work because DJI builds such good products that they're always jumping frequencies.
You can change frequencies,
automatically. It's doing it automatically to connect to the best frequency, so you have the highest quality image coming through your camera to your drone. I'm telling you, they're not going to not connect.
Yeah.
Such a myth.
100%.
Such a myth.
And on the whole parts thing, we are back to being fully in stock.
100%.
The hiccup that happened was when DJI no longer sold directly to U.S. distributors. We had to find other sub-distributors internationally to purchase through. But that's been worked out, and not just us, other distributors as well.
Okay.
Well,
So-
it's not just that though. Like nobody carries spare parts. Like if you buy an ag drone, you're like, oh, you're good. You don't carry any spare parts. And then all the drones start flying in July, August, and you start having issues. I mean, there's
not
thousands.
all, but it's like the Midwest. That's when fungicide
Yeah.
season, and we just see it. We've seen it since we started. The day we've started,
Yeah.
we've seen that the demand is just a vacuum for supply.
The demand increases by, I mean, 10, 20, 30, percent.
Percent or times?
Or times, yeah.
Yeah.
Times.
Like huge increase. So
Yeah.
parts,
Yep.
calls,
Yep.
tech support, like we see huge spikes.
Oh, huge spikes. Yep.
And then it kind of evens out over the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we would tell people, if you're going into the season, buy some extra parts, put it on your trailer. Now, I'm guilty of this myself. When I was starting out, I didn't want to spend more money than I needed, and I was trying to, make enough money to make my payment. So when you tell somebody, buy 2 extra motors, buy a whole set of propellers, maybe get yourself a pump. What else would you tell me?
Yeah. Pump, centrifugal motor, solenoids,
Props.
props 100%, because if you put it down in a cornfield because of stupidity or whatever it is, you're going to need props.
Yeah.
Like props is number one.
And I think for next season, we have to do a better job of making it so easy to just click on buy now, the parts bundle. And
Well, I think it's
I
already...
think everybody needs to do a better job at educating the customer on
Yeah.
what they should have. And
Okay.
I mean, we probably didn't do a good job at that.
yeah.
I don't think really anybody did.
Well, and only data will show you that.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why, it takes a few years to know what are those hot parts so we can give them the best information.
Yep.
In the beginning, we wouldn't have known what those parts are that you're going to need until we now have, 3 years of data.
This is jumping around a little bit, but because we're talking about parts and data, it's exciting. And I think we can officially say it that we have on order and we're receiving the full T100 battery of parts. Like that's coming. We're going to have that in stock.
I am so nervous you saying that because this is going out next Friday and it's like... Oh, geez.
So-
Now we're going to get 100 thousands of questions. Oh, you're getting the T100? Yes.
The T100s are coming.
We're coming.
They're
We're bringing
coming.
them, boys.
Yeah.
Get ready.
We don't have them yet, and we probably won't have them until October, November. But like they're
Don't
coming.
put a date on it like that, Kevin. You make me nervous.
They're coming, and this time we're trying to do it. And again, it's data. So all the parts, thousands of SKUs,
Yep.
we're going to have them in stock because I am so fed up with this BS about the ban making it impossible to have stock and or parts and better.
Yep.
It's all baloney. So we're going to kind of
Yeah,
we're gonna
there's
have
a lot of
parts.
people that experience part shortages this year. And the problem is once you get out of stock, it just takes a couple weeks to get stuff in.
And not,
Like
not a couple weeks. Just be honest. It takes a few months because by the time you place a huge order,
Sometimes,
you
yeah.
can airship some stuff in. But trying to airship in DJI generators, but there's just this. We're a few days behind when you need an order placed in China, right? Because when I want to place something right now, I can't place the order right this second. They're
it takes
takes a little bit.
But we are seeing in 30 days or less, we're seeing some stuff come in.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
parts. Like
It's better
it's
than it
about,
was.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's because we have like the whole supply chain, the distribution. And what happened that made this July so horrible is that it's the same time that DJI no longer sold directly.
Yeah. Yep.
And so everybody was scrambling and that took a couple of weeks. And so everything was,
Yeah, all the channels had, all the channels that you were getting stuff through shut down.
yeah.
And you had to get new channels.
So that was,
So that being said, if you guys are listening and you are into, DJI spray drones and you need parts, NuWayAg.com. I also feel like our website to buy parts is like the best. I'm just saying, easy. Everything's on there. You should be able to look at a picture, click on the parts you want, pull it up from there.
Yeah, we made it really easy. Everything for the spray tank is all in one module. You can look on there and see exactly what the part you need.
Landon took all those photos. Do you know how many photos you snapped?
No, but the T100 has me nervous about how many weeks it's gonna take. Me and Sid are gonna the organization of just being able to one, have the guys in the warehouse put everything away and then go find it.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit, but it's a lot of fun. I admit.
You like that.
I love it.
That it's
I
like
love it.
small detail. Like, doesn't your eyes get a little funky after that many flashes?
No, not really. But my attention to detail wavers if I get lower than like 50 grams of caffeine in my system. So between bubbler and espresso, we need that.
Nice.
And plenty of breakfast sandwiches.
Nice.
Keep us running.
So guys, we take our own photos. Landon's taking the photos for these parts because we want to give you the most high detailed photo of the part that you're looking for. We're not just going to take it off of DJI's photo themselves. Sometimes those aren't that good, but literally every part is going to be, snapped a photo of by Landon.
Right. And Kevin, what is it, like 1,100?
Well,
for the total T100?
We not only have full stock of parts for the T100, but we also have full stock of parts for the generators.
Yep.
And so altogether,
Yep.
we're at 2,200 SKUs.
That's double what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh,
Double the fun.
double the fun.
Your winner is going to be working with
Here I thought my my work season was going to slow down just a little bit, but let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Yep. It's going to be good.
So that's good. So we were talking on the band, started talking about parts. So we got parts. So we got you guys covered there. Us three guys genuinely want to help you guys succeed in this spray drone business, but I want to help you succeed with the best spray drone, not just something just to get by, with this whole band thing. But I believe full-heartedly that DJI builds the best spray drone system, the whole system. And I say that in our videos. But
Drone deer recovery, the map.
okay.
Whole new updates
You must have seen it. I
being
haven't.
worked on and will
Yeah.
be released for this season. It's going to be amazing. So much better.
I know he was been working on it. I seen just some stuff, but I haven't personally.
So we have a lot of pilots in the eastern part of the country, not many in the western and even in the southern. It's a lot more spotty, but the ease that it is for for hunters to hire pilots through that map is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it's being totally redesigned, and we're making it way easier this time for pilots to request reviews from jobs that they've already done, so that, because that's one of the biggest complaints is I did a job, the guy didn't leave a review, now I don't get to show that completed job, because hunters are looking for people with the right equipment and the right experience
Yeah.
and the right reviews. And so this upcoming season, you'll see that map is totally made, like the whole browsing interface on your phone is way better. There's going to be a function to where you can just SMS, like if you don't have cellular data out there, you can use SMS to get the three guys closest to you.
Nice.
And then for pilots, we make it way easier to kind of feature and advertise your brand and what you do. Featured photos and photos and reviews.
So if you guys are listening, you're a hunter and you lose a deer, this season, DroneDeerRecovery.com, they can find a thermal drone pilot. We're talking about that map there.
Or if you're a pilot and you want to get, make some money with your drone, hop on there, get a 1-year subscription and get featured so that people near you call you.
Yeah.
It's pretty slick how it works.
Yeah, you get on there, put in your zip code, and it'll pop up all the pilots around you.
So you would not be scared to buy a DJI drone with the fear that it's not going to connect anymore after
Would not
December?
be. Nope.
Okay. And no parts shortage. We're good there.
No parts. On the enterprise side, I will say that what you will expect this year is going to be different than last year, because we have to talk about DJI Care no longer being officially offered in the U.S.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
And why is it not offered?
It's not offered because DJI,
The company.
the company, no longer is importing stock into their California warehouse to do those repairs stateside.
Because they're trying to be in good standings with the United States government. They're trying to work hand in hand with them. They're like, okay, we, the company DJI, will not ship more parts into your country to show good faith.
I think they're trying to act in good faith.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
So, and so if they can't ship the parts here, it's hard for them to do the DJI Care program that they used to do.
Right.
Now, that's not saying that your drones won't be able to get repaired, because we partner with a local drone repair shop. If you bought your drone from Drone Deer Recovery or you have something else, get a hold of us. We'll get it repaired. It just won't be.
yeah. So on the agricultural side, we do all the repairs in-house.
Yep.
We have 3 techs. On the enterprise side, we haven't gotten into that, but we have a source here locally
Yeah.
that does a fantastic job and is also fully stocked on the M4T. Actually, M30T, M4T parts are incoming.
I think he said he has almost all the parts. He's just waiting on a couple.
Okay.
I think he's also waiting on some software stuff, but yeah, no fear there. I want to reiterate, guys, there's a lot of fear being pushed, and I think that fear is being pushed so you make a decision on buying different drones.
Yeah.
I don't care what drone it is.
Yep.
It's a different drone. Be it a thermal drone, be it a spray drone, be it a power washing drone, whatever drone you...
Yep.
And what will suck though it'll suck kind of for DJI thermal pilots is you don't have this free repair, right? 1 year
That's
of
going to be
free
the biggest
repairs.
difference.
Yep.
So now you're going to pay probably $500 to $1,000 to fix your broken arm, camera, whatever.
Yep.
But and it sucks.
Just go a little slower, I would say.
It's
No, I'm serious. I'm telling you right now, most drone crashes are pilot complacency.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's pilot complacency. You're flying in because you're wanting to get a quick battery and you clip a tree, or you didn't see the power line that you just took off, boom, went right up into
you're
it.
just trying to get the shot. Oh, you just want to get
Oh,
that.
roll the clip.
No, I
Dude,
would say I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah, you
I'm just
totally
saying
did this.
People in general,
you
probably.
totally did this. $5,000 M4 Pro.
I think we are all guilty of doing this.
Yeah, but we want to tell Kevin's story, not my story. Kevin's story. You're getting the shot. You're like, we only have this M4 Pro in Kentucky. He's trying to swing around it. He's like, I know there's trees behind me, but
And it's a small field in the hills in Kentucky, and those fields are actually like. Can you explain how those fields are? Because it's a small field, and I don't have much time to get this shot.
Yeah, it was in Tennessee. So it was just like maybe a 7.5 acre field, and with the T60, I mean, you'll rip that in 3.5 minutes.
Yep.
And so he's quickly trying to spin.
But there was like corn, and then
Oh yeah. So what was that planting called?
it was like staggered,
Strip farming. It's called
Okay,
strip
yeah.
farming. So they'll have beans, then corn, and then beans, then the corn. That's what.
And it was cool to see how the T60X was handling. Like there's 10-foot tall corn here, and over here there's nothing right next to it, going back and forth. So, but yeah, I knew there was trees, and I had it in sport mode. And I'm kind of like Mike. Like I saw in a video, Mike, you're like, I didn't have my radar on, but it's my drone. I can do what I want with it. I had it in sport mode because you have to go in sport mode to keep up with the T60X.
Yeah, it's fast.
And so I had it in sport mode and crashed into the tree, but I got a pretty sweet shot.
I want to see that footage. I still haven't seen it. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
What is it worth it?
No. Definitely not. It sucks so bad. Like there was 3 of us, it's the only, no, actually we had 2 M4 Pros that we were shooting with down there, but it just sucks.
Yep.
Like you feel like, okay, it cost me $300 to fix that. So it's not but it just sucks that like you're drone down.
Well,
and
basically, the work for that drone is over. And so if you're doing thermal work, and this is the worst because it happened to a guy that I sent a lead to here. He went out on the deer recovery, hadn't found the deer yet, crashed his drone, and now he's done looking.
Yep.
And it's like, if you don't have an extra one with you,
Yep.
what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, you're screwed.
Yep.
I mean, he's probably going to call another thermal pilot in. But I do see more and more people will probably just have airframes with them.
Yeah.
Right?
So let's talk about that. We're going to offer that this year. Is if you crash a drone and you're waiting to get it fixed, and you just need to get back in the air, we can sell you a brand new M4T airframe only. No case, battery, remote,
just the drone body.
Just the drone body.
Yeah.
And that'll be cheaper. That way we can overnight that to you, and you can keep flying the next day.
It's like the winner of the M4T drone giveaway from Wisconsin that we just gave him an M4T. He bought an M4T, and I was like, well, what do you want to do here? He's like, I'll take it. He wanted another one. So he wants a spare.
It's always good to have a spare drone.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. If you're just getting in it and you don't have the money to swing it, I completely understand. I'm not telling you guys that you have to have it. It's just nice.
Yeah.
Just be more careful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't
Take
turn
your time.
Don't fly in sport mode.
Yeah.
Just take it slow.
Yep.
You'll be fine.
But at night, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're in sport or not. Your anti-collision doesn't work.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll put LiDAR on the M4T at some point that would work at night. Because LiDAR works with
doubt
laser.
it. Maybe.
The M4 Pro has it. It has it in the arm. It has LiDAR.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe.
I figured they probably wouldn't, since most of the time you're flying up high.
Right. Maybe.
With the M4 Pro, I guess you're trying to get the shot. So you're down there a
Yeah,
lot.
but the LiDAR only works in the front. So if you're backing up, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yep. So
which is when often events like this happen.
Yeah.
True.
Going
Yeah.
sideways,
Yeah.
backwards, everything like that. Most of the time, you're not going to wreck going forward into something.
Yeah.
But the
It's
cool thing on those drones,
it's the side, like panning to the side when you
Yeah.
clip a tree.
yeah.
Like
the
first
nice thing on
time.
those drones, you can look in your vision sensors.
Oh
Like
yeah.
if you're
Yes,
moving to the
yes,
right, you
yes.
can watch your little
The-
vision
the
sensor on the
4
right,
Pro,
and
that
you
is
can
amazing.
see exactly
It
what's
is
beside
amazing.
you.
Things happen
Super cool.
really fast when
Yeah,
you're
it
in
does.
sport mode and
Yeah.
trying to look at that little camera. But what were you going to say?
I was just referencing the very first time that I went filming with Mike. We jumped into a truck and went to Tennessee and delivered
Yeah.
a 30T.
No, it was a T40.
Oh, it was a 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, we were out zooming around and getting this sweet shot, about 15% battery left. And all of a sudden, boom, I'm out of the air, flipped a tree, going sideways. You know?
It was pretty cool rolling that thing. Part 108. Let's talk about that. We had our first impressions. I was like, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But looking through the details, it actually doesn't look that good. What do you know about it, Jay?
I don't know too much about it.
Can you fly an agricultural drone beyond line of sight, flying it manually?
I guess there's a lot of stipulations, but I don't think it's possible in all cases.
Yeah, it's so rare. So there's 4 categories. Are you familiar with the 4 categories?
I am not.
Oh my gosh, Kevin. So we got to get into it. There's 4 categories. Category 1 is like low density, something that is like, here, I'll just read it to you so you know. So you have category 1, which is 10 people within 1 mile. So if you're flying beyond line of sight, it has to be in an autonomous flight. And if there's more than 10 people within 1 mile of the drone, you can operate it like that. But if there's 11 people in that, then you go to category 2. So in category 2, you can go up to 24 people within 1 mile.
Do you have to get a different certificate or something like that?
The permits are different. Every time you want to go to a different category, it's a different permit. So it's more paperwork for each category that you're wanting to fly in. So the reason I'm bringing this up is I think the spray drone community really needs to go through it and understand what is in it. And I'm telling you, some of the best information out there right now is by Greg from Pilot Institute. He laid it out. It's a long video. It's a little like it drags on because it's regs. Let's be honest. Going through regs is not that fun. And so he put a really good video in there showing you how the FAA plans on doing, and this isn't rule, right? This is just like a proposal that they're putting out there. But I think that us spray drone pilots need to leave comments on what you think Part 108 should be for your operation. Because if you do not leave those comments now,
Can you tell people where to leave comments?
it's through the FAA regulations.gov. So regulations.gov, we can maybe leave a link. It'll be a long link, but I think we got a month and a half to leave comments. It was just talking to Greg at the show. I was like, holy smoke. So this is not that good after all. For the type of operations we're doing around here. We will never fall in category 1.
No.
We will never fall in category 2 because there's just too many people within 1 mile of the drone. That basically wherever the drone is, so if it flies 3,000 feet down there, it's within a mile of what that drone is. It determines the density.
Yeah,
of
not
the
where
people.
not where the remote controller is.
Yeah. So imagine this. Like you could, and this is just hypothetical. You could be in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. There is 0 people around you, and then all of a sudden there's a school bus of people that drives down the road, and it came within a mile. You just went from a category 1 to a category 3, just like that, because the density of people within where the drone is. I'm telling you. If you look through this, you can see that Part 108 was actually mostly written for autonomous package delivery for Walmart, Amazon. And they're the biggest pushers behind this is under 55 pounds package delivery.
And isn't there something too with the 108 not being built on top of the 107, but replacing the 107?
It doesn't replace it. You can only fly one or the other. You cannot be flying 107 and then simultaneously switch over to go to 108. Another big problem that Greg said is, so currently, if you're flying under 107, you can get a waiver to fly beyond line of sight. You can get a waiver for it. That's going to go away. If you're operating 107, you won't be able to get a waiver to fly beyond line of sight, because when you want to fly beyond line of sight, you gotta do 108. But you can't do 108 manual flight. Very difficult. There's a little clause in there that you can do slight manipulation of the aircraft. So changing heading, changing altitude, but they don't physically want you flying. And that's why it also doesn't talk about pilot duties. It talks about operation duties. You don't need to have a license because they're saying that the system is flying the drones.
Yeah.
The system is flying the drones. So all you have is an operations, what do they call? Supervisor. Operations supervisor. No medical required because, again, it's not the pilot. He's just monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
And you really look at it, it's for package delivery.
So technically, if a company has their Part 108, they can just hire Joe Schmo off the street, doesn't have to have a 107 or anything,
yeah.
and he can operate it.
Yeah.
But when you say he can operate it, he can program the route, right?
Program, yep.
But not actually fly it.
Yes, no, very little stick manipulation.
Yeah.
But then the categories is what's so hard. Is category 2 is 10 to 24 people within 1 mile. Category 3 is 25 plus people in a mile. But then category 3, manual BVLOS, beyond visual line of sight, is harder, requiring an operational certificate, SMS, and likely, here's the next thing, ADSP. It is and no drone that's built right now has this built in. It requires its information to be sent via not just radio frequency, but like with 4G. So there's like it's kind of like ADSB in airplanes. So air traffic control can always see what altitude the airplane is and how fast it's going. So that would be in the drones. They could tell how high it is, how fast it's flying, so it can avoid other drones that are coming through. Yeah, so
no drone manufactured currently would even be
no. But
legal.
see, Amazon builds their own drones, and so they probably told them this is going to have this in it, and so then that's how it's written. But technically, all the drones that we have right now wouldn't work to have that in there.
Right.
Yeah.
And Mike, am I right that what Greg from Pilot Institute is pushing for is to change the 107 to be able to continue flying under the 107, but have the equivalent of endorsements
Yes.
that you can get that stack on top of the permissions laid out in 107?
Yes. Yeah. And that makes sense. But the reason the FAA is laying this out like this is they want no responsibility. It's laying it all on the operations. Is you provide your own training, the operation does, not the FAA. Because, see, the way that certificates work, I'm my pilot's license, and I want to get instrument rated, I have to be with also an FAA designate pilot examiner at the end of that to make sure that I'm proficient. And so all of that goes away. But what Greg is saying is, let's have a license. And if you want to add BVLOS to your license, then that's like a rating you get. More testing, and
That would just make sense.
Then be done with it instead of more paperwork. If you want to fly drones over 55 pounds, another rating added to your 107. I think the ratings is a better bet. But if we go down that road, how's the FAA going to have enough staff to do that?
Okay, and a side question to that, wasn't it like a year ago that there was talk about a whole drone division being started in the FAA, or am I just misremembering something?
Emerging Technologies Division or something
Well,
like that.
there is that, but
Is that only like a year or two old?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that I'm not as excited about Part 108 as I initially was. I mean, I was thinking, BVLOS will be able to fly, spray drones in the back corner and, get that thing sprayed. It's not the case. It's not the case. Yeah, so it really is laid out for package delivery. And they're going to put a video out. Pilot Institute is going to put a video out saying what they think it should be. And then you make your decisions off of that. Because I definitely going to leave some comments. I mean, reading through the bit that I have, we will not fall in any of these categories here in Ohio. It will almost be impossible.
And I think that, I mean, I have a lot of respect for what Pilot Institute is doing, because I saw him at the show just talking all day to different people. And his question was, with what you do and how you apply or how you fly drones, he's trying to put together a recommendation that will work for all of the drone community.
Yeah.
And I think also it'll be super helpful if we all, if his recommendation works for us, it works for other guys, if we can all kind of put our force behind that recommendation instead of all just a bunch of random
like he said,
comments.
let's all shoot in the same direction, not just shoot this way, that way, every other way.
Yeah.
Let's all try to go one direction.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, and he benefits from his company will then benefit because it'll be easier for more people maybe to get into the industry, and he helps people get their 107s. And, he'll probably add on to his courses after that for 108s and stuff. But he wants to help the whole industry, and I think he truly does.
I think so, too.
I mean, he's done a really good job with his training course that he has, but it's like, yeah, definitely. Let's not all, well, I just want it for, this blueberry job that's over this hill, and that's going to be, 0.7 miles. And then this next guy over here is like, well, I want it for 3.25 miles, and it's...
I think what he's proposing is like another addition to 107, and then the beyond line of sight would be within 2 miles of your controller.
Okay.
Would be your
But the biggest thing is how the FAA determines risk. People. They determine risk based on people. I just don't know how that whole thing's going to work out yet.
Well, currently, right, they require there to be like a parachute on a over 55-pound drone if it flies over heavy populated areas, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know all the details on that. I did see one part in his video. He was talking so ADS-B, that's for airplanes. ADS-P is for drones. It does basically the same thing. If you choose to not put an ADS-B in your airplane, and I could choose not to, that means I can only fly in certain airspace. I couldn't go up to Akron, Canton, and I can't get within 60 miles of a Class B airport like Cleveland without it. But if you don't have it in your airplane and you are at or below 500 feet and there is a drone that has ADS-P, the drone has it but the airplane doesn't, then the airplane needs to give way to the drone.
Oh,
that's insane.
That is crazy.
I mean, some of these drones are really small, and if I'm in my RB4 flying 160 miles an hour at 500 feet, yes, it's probably not a good idea to do that, but I could technically legally do that. It's going to be hard to see and avoid a little, Matrice 4.
Yeah.
So, but the proposed 108 would not make it optional for drones to have, who are going to fly BVLOS, to have ADS-P.
ADS-P.
Required.
Different categories. Okay, so you don't need ADS-P in Category 1, and Category 2 doesn't quite need it yet, but will need remote ID. Some remote ID works, but then there's that other thing that's added onto it that you need to have that on top of remote ID. So Category 3 for sure, you need to have ADS-P, which is, I think it's over 25 people within 1 mile. Then you have to have that. I mean, I'm
So
sorry.
technically we
Here
would
not
have to have it here.
Ohio, Amish country, we got a lot of people. You might have one household that has 12 people. No, sorry.
No, that's not out of the question.
No. So I'm telling you guys this because I want people to do their due diligence. And I'm guilty of it. I just thought it's going to be the latest and greatest thing. And now hearing some of this stuff, I'm like, geez, Louise, this could be bad. Because once it's set, then it's...
Yeah. People need to take action, leave comments. Otherwise, I mean, it's going to be what it is.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, there's going to be companies that benefit hugely. And most of those companies are probably package delivery companies that will be hard to ever have a business like that. Like Amazon, UPS, Walmart, those types of people.
Yep.
Yeah. So 108 is not all snuffed up to what I thought it was.
Yep. And if there's a resource you're going to follow, go to Pilot Institute and then follow along with the stuff they're putting out.
Yeah. Yep. That's about all I got for today.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got parts. that'll make things easier.
Yep. I think we got
I'm-
4 drones going out today because they got parts in.
Nice.
We got them fixed out.
I,
Yep.
I like that the T100's coming. That thing's going to be an absolute beast of a drone. Kevin's confident on getting all that stuff, so here we go. We're gonna just roll with it. So, are we gonna tell them if you guys want a T100, you better call the team and let them know?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think at this point, if you call our team, we'll just say we're working on it. It'll be later this year. We don't have info yet.
Do we have a list?
I don't know.
I think they started a list.
I think they have a list of people who are putting their name on.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
might want to get on there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because it's not going to be like we're getting thousands in. Not yet.
I beg to differ.
Not yet.
Not to start with.
Not to start with.
It's like we're tiptoeing. It's like, alrighty, that's all we got. Thanks for listening, guys.